Hey, 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 Fashion Insider friends. This is the Fashion Crimes podcast where I cover all things fashion, style, shopping, style inspiration, and interview incredible small business owners who are changing the fashion industry for the better. Yes, I'm the best friend you never knew you needed and the poster child for fashion over 40. And I mean way over 40. Say it with me. Fashion and style is your friend, not your enemy. I'm Holly Cates, your favorite personal stylist, and the only Holly you need to know. Turn it up, because I got a lot to say. What is up, Fashion Insider friends? Hey, this is the Fashion Crimes podcast. Hola, welcome to Scottsdale, Arizona, where I am broadcasting live from the She Podcasting Conference 2021 for women only, fabulous women from all over. So happy to be here in Scottsdale. And I promised I would broadcast from here. And I could not wait to broadcast from here. Now, while everyone is at the pool right now and it's totally 90 degrees, I went through some really powerful sessions and learned from the best. A conference is where you go to breakout groups and then you have lunch and more breakout groups. And it's really people who are executive coaches, business coaches, podcast coaches, TikTok coaches, so on and so forth. It's people who really want your podcast to be better and to be better exposed, how to get sponsors, advertisers. It's always great to come and network and meet new people and just relate to other people who are doing the same thing that have the same mission as you. I ended up going to a session today with Keren Eldad, as she is a business coach and professional speaker, and her podcast is called Coached, which I will be certainly listening to because I need it. Her session was called How to Make People Laugh, Cry, and Download. And I loved her session so much. And immediately what got my attention was that I wanted to know what she was all about. And as much as I enjoyed her session, the main takeaway that I got was, what is your why? What is your why? And what is in it for your listeners? Why should they come back and listen to you babble on and on and on about a certain subject? And I certainly just want to take this time and apologize if I have not made this clear from the beginning of why I started Fashion Crimes Podcast. I started my podcast because I was told by Jessica, who is the founder of She Podcast, that I was loud and bossy and that I needed to start a podcast. Okay, fine. So that aside, what I want people to know is that what I have benefited from my life, and I want you to tap into that same power. I was a lost, creative individual where the most creative thing that I was doing was waitressing. That was the most creative thing that I was doing. I was working out, I was waitressing, I was cocktailing in skimpy outfits. I was working in bars till really, really late at night. And I decided that I wanted to go back to school to pursue fashion. I said, what do I like to do? I like to shop, but I can't make a career out of that. So what can I do? I thought I wanted to be a buyer. And after learning how much math was involved, and I said, hell no, I'm never doing that again. Don't ask me to do math on the spot. It's not a good look for me. I then decided that I wanted to go into retail management. Well, I don't have to say two words about that. You know, people who work in retail and how miserable it is, unless you're working at a super, super high-end store where people can make lots and lots of money on commission. After I changed my mind for the 100th time, I decided I wanted to go into fashion design. Not that I knew how to sew or sketch or draw or pretty much anything. I just knew that I had a creative eye and I loved style, fashion, and clothes. I didn't have any money, but I still loved that. So how did I make a career out of that? I ended up going back to school, getting a degree in fashion design. And that turned out to be great for me, which led to my career in styling. As I have worked with clients, I am seeing the same thread over and over again, which has led in my specific cases of clients to anxiety and depression because people don't know where to turn, right? And the reason why I started this podcast is because I want you to tap into that exact same power, that creative power that I've tapped into. My gifts are being able to guide people through the swamps of fashion and style, helping an individual person really develop a sense of who they are through fashion and clothes. It doesn't have to be the only way you express yourself, but if you haven't tapped into that, it's a great way and a new way to tap into who you can be. The why is simply this: to show you how to step into your own light. I've done that, and you can do that too. I can pull that confidence right out of you, dust it off, and give it right back to you, shinier, newer, and better. I am your biggest cheerleader. I'm the best friend you never knew that you needed. I am in your corner, cheering you on through life and life cycles to help you feel the best way you possibly can on the outside. I want your outside to match your inside. Even if you're a hot mess on the inside, it actually doesn't matter. We're going to get your outside straight. So I just want you to think about it this way, right? If you wanted to buy a new car, it's obvious that you already know how to drive. You're going to test drive a few cars and figure out which one you want. Fine. Well, the salesperson is going to sit with you in the model of your choice and explain all the features to you, regardless of whether you know how to drive really well or not so well, right? But they're not going to show you how to drive. They already assume you know how. Just because you know how to put on clothes doesn't mean you're wearing them or styling them correctly for your particular body type or budget. I am that connection, that missing connection between the retailer and the customer that explains fit, fabric, your body type, undergarments, anything that you might need to make your shopping experience better and more resourceful. In the age of shopping online, it just seems to me that most companies are hiring warm bodies to stand on the floor and sell clothes. I mean, some people do know about fashion and style, and, most people don't. But regardless, I am there to be the gatekeeper between the product and the customer, showing you the who, what, when, where, why of what you should be buying. Who are you? Where are you in your life today? What do you need? What do you like? And, what makes sense for you at this time in your life? Do you feel that good style is unachievable for you? Do you feel that clothes are too expensive? Is it overwhelming for you to shop? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then I have figured out my why. You are the why. I stand for the person who is strapped on time and brain space to figure out what they like. Know that you're in a place that most people are in their heads, especially since COVID, figuring out why to even bother getting dressed from the waist down or the waist up, or even how to get dressed at all anymore. If your pain points are lack of time, lack of energy, and the will to learn how to shop for your body type that you have today, then I ask you to just put your trust in me and step into life beyond the mall. I will provide you with style tips, fashion education, and inspiration like on the regular. Independent designers, people that are changing fashion for the better, people who are size inclusive, small business owners and influencers who are making a difference in the fashion industry and bringing a voice to customer needs and niches that exist if you've been ignored. Try being 40 pounds overweight as a woman 60 years ago. There was nothing to wear. You'd be wearing your husband's clothes. If you even had a husband, you'd be wearing potato sacks. This is the best time in the world to have a product, start a new product, or address a niche that you see that customers might need in the fashion world. If you haven't listened to the episode yet with Shauna Goldstone, this is just one example. She has designed a line of clothes that is size inclusive all the way up to a size 4X with quality product and fabrics that are just incredible and make women feel included, and with corrected patterns that women mimic a real woman's body. Who'd have thunk that? I also talked with celebrity stylist Allie Levine, who talks about style inspiration for new moms and how she got her style back after having her kids, how she felt after pregnancy, how she was able to part with the things that didn't fit her or serve her anymore and dress for the body she has today. It was so inspiring. It has nothing to do with the fact that she is a stylist. However, because she knows about fashion and clothes, she gave great insight on, how to get yourself back. And if you're not all the way back to where you want to be, let's work it out. Let's figure it out. Let's figure out what you can get. And here are some product suggestions for people who are just getting back into the game after pregnancy. If there's something that you need to know or have questions about, please feel free to reach out to me and just ask. I get tons of questions about closet cleanouts, the best designers, the best products that fit well, And my personal fave, the best brands of bras to purchase or how and when to get fitted. This podcast is about serving those who feel left behind when it comes to fashion and style. If it's not you, I'm sure it's someone you know. And believe me, it's not your fault. I don't know how to do your job. Why should you know how to do mine? It is not your job to keep up with what looks best on you. It's your job to let me know when you need a lifeline. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And also, don't try to skirt the system and answer 10 questions and get clothes sent to you in a box every month, or try to buy a bunch of things, 50 things, try them all on and then send them all back. It's a waste of time and a waste of money. The amount of time, energy, and money that people probably spend trying to find the right thing or buying and returning, or you've already paid for a personal stylist 1,000 times over if you add up all the mistakes or clothes that you have not worn in your closet. Or time. Let's talk about time. That if you have closet chaos and you're not organized, how much time are you trying to Are you trying to figure out what you have, if it fits, and where it is? This podcast is to make you feel included, not excluded from what's going on in the fashion world. It might be what's trending in or what's trending out, but it's also a way to get you to feel like you're in the game, not sitting on the sidelines like so many people feel like they do. If you walk into a department store, you try on 2 pair of pants, and then you walk out and say, well, my body's weird. The product has not done its job. The retailer has not done its job. As fashion professionals, we have to educate the customer on what is good for them. How can we serve them? How can we make you feel better about the way you look, about the way you dress? There was a great company here that has a brand new jean line that I'm probably going to interview very soon in the future. They have great support in the waist in different areas of the pant that make you feel like you're not being sucked in, or you're not in an undergarment that you just can't go to the bathroom in. So, there's a lot of good product out there that I want to bring to you, and I want to be able to show you, help you, guide you through it, because that's what I'm here to do. That's what I want. I am so nosy in a loving way. I want to know what you're wearing, what you're doing, where you're going, and how I can help you find outfits, because I'm in the stores all the time. I'm in the stores. Not only am I shopping for myself, I'm shopping for other people. I see what's working. I see what's not working, but also know this: the fashion cycle goes on 20 years. What's popular, and I've said this before, 20 years ago, 25, 30 years ago is popular now. I get a lot of questions about jeans. Are skinny jeans out? Are high-waisted jeans out? Not if that is your body type. And I'll say that again. Skinny jeans are not out, or high-waisted jeans are not out if that's what you need for your body type. They're not out. I cannot wear low-waisted jeans. Everyone is showing low-waisted jeans right now because that was popular when we were in the early 90s, okay? You best believe my ass is not getting in some low-waisted jeans with my stomach hanging out and my crack hanging out. That's not what I'm going to be doing. But if for someone younger, if that is a new trend for them, that might be cool for someone who can pull that off. I personally cannot pull that off. My clients, that's not something I would show my clients because that's not where they are in their life, right? And if you are going back to work, if you're back in the office, kudos to you. Some of my clients are back in the office, a little bit of panic here, a little bit of panic there, but they have enough to pull from and choose from, and they want more. What else? What's next? I've got these 3 pairs of pants. Great. I need 12 more. So let's keep going. Let's help each other out. Tell me what you want to know about. Tell me what you want to hear. I really want you to feel like you're part of the game again. And I want you to feel like you are in the driver's seat, that you are in control of your image. Because just like I gave a presentation here at She Podcasts, is your image holding you back? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. If it's not, great. But if it is, let's figure out what that is to get you ahead of that. And a lot of times it's just closet organization. One of my favorite things to do in the entire world, my husband does not understand, is closet cleanouts. I love it. It is in my soul. It is my passion. I love figuring out what people should be keeping and giving away, trying on clothes, and making your closet an oasis so your clothes can hang themselves and present themselves to you so you can look your best. I mean, that's half the battle right there. If you're already organized and you just don't know or how to shop, that's different. We can address that. Your closet's already clean, fine. But you'd be surprised how many people can't match their own socks or how many people can't get their laundry done. And it's because they're overwhelmed. It's too easy to throw the shit down and just not do it. It's so easy to just take your clothes off, throw them on the floor, or, let your dry cleaning pile up for a month. All of these are pain points in my clients that I've seen that I want to arm you with so you cannot make that same mistake, or you can learn from other people's mistakes. So that's my little soapbox rant for today. I have had such an incredible time here at She Podcast. Again, drop me in a room full of people that don't know me and watch out. The Holly train's going to roll in. I mean, talking about myself all day, every day, that's not hard. Like, I have met some incredible women podcasters, really cool podcasts that I've never heard of. A lot of people do business coaching and brand coaching and marketing and things like that. But I did meet a woman who has a podcast about Pez and Pez dispensers, the candy. So she was walking around giving out Pez dispensers to everyone. So that was so amazeballs. And again, now I'm in love with her. And now I want to listen to her podcast about Pez. Do I give a shit about Pez? No, but it's not about that. It's bringing that feeling back to when you were a kid and you had a Pez dispenser in the back of the station wagon and you would eat like a whole sleeve. And again, Jenny, if you're listening, of course you relate to that, but that's my bestie. I mean, there's just really cool, funny, interesting people here. So I've had an amazing time. I had a chance to present to the audience. I had great feedback from it. And if you have a chance to watch it virtually, I will post the link so people can watch my talk. And again, I'm on your side. I'm on your team. I'm on your I'm cheering for you. I'm your cheerleader. And I'm also here to back you up. You're not in this world alone. You're not in fashion and style alone. I'm here for you. I'm going to throw you a lifeline. My name is Holly Cates. I am your favorite personal stylist. And let's be honest, the only Holly you need to know. I want to be the only Holly. I got to be at the top. Please tune in next week where I am going to have a couple of women from the She Podcast convention on my podcast about their products and what they're selling. I cannot wait to bring it to you. This has been Fashion Crimes Podcast. My name is Holly Cates, and we are out.